As soon as you start recording and mixing your own songs, you will notice it's quite hard to create a well-balanced mix using a mouse. And that's the moment when it's time to start looking into like a DAW controller with faders. And today I'm testing out the Asparion D700 Series DAW controllers. And I must say I really like it. And before we go in depth about it, just to be clear, Asparion sent me this unit to test. I have to send it back, maybe I'll buy it, but Asparion is not paying me for creating this video. But if you have seen this video and you liked it, you can use code NDCK50 to get a €50 discount on this unit. And of course, if you buy it then you also help me, then I also get a little amount of money, which help me creating more of these videos. But for the rest, I can be completely open about what I think about this device. Now I've got the unit over here, and firstly you can see it's really compactly designed. The reason why I like compact design is because, well, now every time before I do a video I clean out my desk, but sometimes it can be a bit messy and I just want to be able to use like every bit of space on my desk efficiently. And I have this on my desk now for mostly all of the time, also when I'm mixing videos and stuff. It's easy to have just like a small unit on hand when working without taking up too much desk space, especially when I'm doing like video stuff, because at that moment I also have like other controllers on my desk. So yeah, I really like the compactness of a design, and if you want to, you can expand it with like extra controllers. This is just like the main unit, but you can daisy change them from the back side. Then of course we have like our full-sized faders. With these I can bang through them, and this session only has 2 bangs. We've got a play button. Then we've got our stop, record, loop, metronome, master volume, multifunction, pan, EQ, send and effects. And these can do different things depending on which program you're using. And of course you got your mute, record, solo, select, and just the basics that you might need. Let's unsolo this track for a moment. And now what I could do is like go to the first one, it's panning, so you can take left, right. You can do EQ, and now because I am in Ableton Live, I can select the input, and since I don't have another input selected on my device, I can't change it. Then we got send, we can do sends to like our buses, and then effects, I can change effects. There are no effects on it, but if I add like a simple EQ, just add a, let's say 3 EQ. Now I can push the button and I can change it the way I want. Now take a look at the back side. We've got our power cable and our USB-C cable, expression and sustain pedals, and then 2 expansion units, so you can add, I believe, 7 units, so you can have 64 faders, so like a full-sized mixing desk, and of course your connection for your display. Now setting up this unit wasn't that hard when you are using the Mackie control, but when I wanted to use it in Ableton I had some problems, and we found out there was a little mistake in the user manual for setting up with Ableton Live, but I believe they fixed it. You had to create an extra folder in which you had to put the files, and well, they kind of said you had to do it, but it wasn't that clear to see that you manually had to put the files or put it wrongly. And once we figured it out, everything was working fine. Now the reason why I really like to have like hardware controllers and why it always beats like using a mouse is because you can use your hands and you can listen to the song instead of watching meters on a screen. So now I want to make a mix. Well, let's just pull everything back. I can start a song. Let's start with like the main sound. And let's see over where is it. As you can see, you can just listen to the music instead of using your eyes and balance out while you are listening, and you can move multiple faders at once. And this for like when you are mixing and balancing, and maybe you just want to listen to two tracks, you can mute the rest. Balance it and add the rest again. Or just quickly solo. And maybe a bit more Moog. And just really easy. And also when you want to do like EQing and stuff. Now I do like an EQ on the piano. I can just take the EQ and maybe cut some of the low frequency. And just keep listening to the song and how the sound changes, and not being affected by like EQs and screen and like fancy graphics. It really makes you listen to a song and to the sounds instead of mixing with your eyes. And I think this is really convenient, and this will always end up with better mixes. And also you get the Asparion Configurator, and I got it over here. Let's select the unit. And also really important to keep in mind with this unit, and this also maybe where they need a little bit of improvement, but they are working hard on it. I also got a few updates while I was testing it. You've got the Asparion configurator in which you can control everything and assign all the knobs. Let's go through it quickly. But you always need to choose the right preset for the DAW. And when I'm working in like DaVinci Resolve, I can just use the Mackie control or UI control, but I really like the Mackie control. But for now it is in Ableton Live. And now all the buttons are set up correctly for Ableton Live. Then we can change the colors. We can assign pedal functions. We have some display things. We can change the rotary encoders, what they are doing. Then we can add like per button some extra codes and stuff and custom things. And we got our MISC setup. And then we got options over here for the plugin and the fader sensitivity and the knob double click, and just basic stuff, but it's really great to have. And then we can push more because we have also a multi-DAW mode, which isn't active at this moment, but I can make it active. And then I say DAW A Ableton and DAW B will be Logic. And now when I want to, I can quickly change it. Now, as you can see, I really like these units, but since they are not sponsoring, I can say what I want. Are there things that could be improved? And yes, there are. One is like on the software side. Well, I finally got the new version on which I could control also all the plugins, and at first it wasn't possible, but with now the newer version it will be possible. And it has quite a hefty price, about 1,500 euros. And to be honest, if I would buy this unit for like 1,500 euros, I would expect that all the software would be top notch, and it isn't at this moment, but I know they're really working hard on it at the office of Asparion. And on the other side, if I look at the build quality, well, it's built like a tank. It's, I believe, a German company, and well, yeah, we all know with like the Germans, if they build something, they really build well. It's metal, it feels sturdy, the faders feel really nice and smooth and well lasting. So if you invest in this unit, it will be a long time investment. So I think that is really nice. So would I choose this above like the Behringer? Absolutely, because I tried the Behringer extras, and if you have those faders and buttons, they really feel cheaply. It's a great unit. It's like a fifth of the price. But if the choice was up to me, I rather would take this unit because it's smaller, sturdier, better looking in my humble opinion, and it works better. So I hope you found this video informative. If you would like to buy this unit, you can get a €50 discount if you use code NTCK50. And if you are like, well, I like this video, but it's too expensive for me, or any other reason, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up below. If you have any questions on this unit, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to see more of my videos, click here to subscribe, and here for videos on which YouTube think you might also like them. And I hope to see you soon in another video. Bye bye.